So there's actually a really serious thing going on. T.I. is furious. Furious at Houston's. Not only wants to boycott a particular Houston's, but now
wants the entire chain across the country shut down.
Shut down. And it's all over a video that just surfaced about Houston's.
In Atlanta, in the Atlanta area, and 3 women were removed by a security guard. T.I. says that the security guard actually pulled them out of, this is them outside of the restaurant after the security guard has dragged them out of the women's room through the restaurant and is holding them outside waiting for police to arrive.
To arrest them for trespass and ultimately a felony of striking a police officer.
Yeah, and the security guard was an off-duty, is an off-duty Atlanta police officer.
So when you mess with that, you mess with the police, and when you mess with the police, you get a felony. But the underlying thing is they were in the bathroom, and this guy goes in, drags them out. Now they say, now Houston says that
they had been warned, they've been asked to leave,
and that the restaurant and that the restaurant was closing, and that they didn't leave, and after 2 attempts, they dragged him out.
Right.
So T.I.
is not buying that, and T.I. is livid, one, just on the face of what happened, but he's also livid because you remember he went through this with Houston's, a different Houston's in Atlanta last year.
And boycotted them.
Boycotted them and actually had several meetings with executives and ultimately said that he believed that Houston's was going to change their culture and that he was working with them to train employees to make sure that they were...
He thought the message was conveyed properly.
He put his stamp on it.
And he's embarrassed now.
And now he's embarrassed. So this was his reaction last night once he saw this video. And you're going to hear he's calling for a revolution, and he's following the preachings of a particular civil rights leader.
Hey, I got a message for Houston. So y'all gonna, after all we went through, y'all gonna allow old Guzman to drag this young lady out the bathroom, through the restaurant, push her in the bush and physically assault her. And we done tried this the political, the diplomatic way. We done tried this the Martin Luther King way. It's time for Malcolm X. Guzman, I need to see you home. I need to see you home. I need to see you home. Come do me like that. You don't put your hands on no woman, man. You ain't no police. You's a coward.
Guzman is the name of the security guard who actually was an off-duty police officer the night of that incident.
So here's my issue with this, and I get why he's pissed, but here's my issue with it. He says we no longer we're going the Martin Luther King route, we're going the Malcolm X route. So what does that mean to you?
Actually, I'll take T.I. at his own words, well, because we got him this morning at the airport and asked him to elaborate on that. He said, by any means necessary.
Okay,
that he wants Houston's shut down nationwide by any means necessary. That's what he said to us this morning at the airport.
Okay, so what I mean, back in the 60s, what this meant was you don't just passively, say, look, let them do what they do. It means you can strike back.
Let's get back to what exactly happened at the Houston's that night. There were 3 women, as we said, who were arrested. You could see in that video the security guard was holding down 2 of them while a third took out her phone and shot this video so that everyone could see what was happening. The woman who was recording this is Asia Epperson. She's an actress. You also may remember her from American Idol. But she was there with her friends that night, and she's joining us now so we can find out exactly what was the interaction before that video started. Asia, welcome to TMZ Live.
Hi, thank you.
So tell what happened. What was the first interaction that you and your friends had with Guzman, the security guard?
He came into the women's bathroom and grabbed my friends and started manhandling them and basically threw them out the back door into the bushes and continued to assault them and use extreme physical force.
Had he warned?
He or anybody else from Houston's warned you to leave the bathroom?
Absolutely not. We walked in. There were 3 employees standing right there at the front. We said, they said, oh, our kitchen is closed. And we were like, oh man, okay, well, do you mind if we use the restroom? The woman said, sure. And we went back and used the restroom. That was that.
So if they didn't warn you in advance to leave,
He just burst in the
just
door.
burst in the door without
grabbed
any
your friend.
warning and grabbed you?
Exactly. The woman actually opened the door, and that's when he came in to the door. So yeah, it was not, there was no conversation. There was no, ladies, can you leave? It was literally, she opened the door and she said, you ladies have been in here for too long. And that's when Guzman came in the bathroom and grabbed my friend.
So your friend, I believe it's Brittany, is the one who was more seriously injured, suffered bruising.
Both suffered.
Well, Erica also was bruised. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is the force with which he appeared to be holding them down. Did you know that he was, because you were saying you were going to call the police. Did you know that he was attempting to hold you down to, I guess the manager had called police at that point because he was essentially doing a citizen's arrest.
Right.
Did you know that the police were on the way?
Yeah, we did. We were actually waiting for the police to come because we thought we were actually going to get some help. By the time the police came, there was nothing going on. The officer, Guzman, had stopped doing whatever he was doing, and we were just kind of standing on the side waiting for the police to come. I remember actually saying, like, I'm gonna call the police. Like, I really thought that once they came that we were actually going to get some help. And it was the total opposite.
Have you guys talked about lawyering up and maybe even suing?
We are, yeah.
And what do you think of T.I.'s reaction to this and his call to have all Houstons shut down?
I mean, I think that it's great. I think that, I think a person with such a major platform like that is sticking up for us, and he has our backs, and this isn't the first time that this has happened. So I think that it's great that he's using his platform to bring awareness to police brutality, and because it's so real, and it's the stuff that you see on TV and on social media that you think would never happen to you, or that you would never see that, but it happened, and it's scary. It's really, really scary.
Well, look, Asia, let us know what happens. We're really interested in following this because now it's not about one Houston's, it's about all Houstons.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.